I feel like it's been a roller coaster, to be honest with you. And coming in freshman year, I feel like I didn't perform the way I wanted it to, or the way I wanted it to go. It just didn't go that way, and I knew there was more to do. Then coming into sophomore year, obviously had a change in special teams coordinator. I just felt more relaxed. I sort of cut loose a little bit more, and it was more of a mental upswing for me. I knew I had to change something in how I felt about myself and what I valued to be a good punt. And at the end of the day, it came down to what's best for the team. If I can put my team in a good position on the field, then I've done my job. I'm not so much worried about if it goes 38 yards, it goes 38 yards. If that 38-yard punt lands us on the 6-yard line, okay, we're rocking. So a little bit of that, and then obviously now having Coach P come in, that's just been a seamless transition. We've been gelling really well, and he's given me a lot of freedom just to be myself and punt the way I want to punt, and get to see the results that way. So we're really moving in the right direction.
You're the only one probably that can speak to the importance of the long snappers. What have you seen out of those guys kind of competing for that job?
Absolutely. Nick Taylor has been phenomenal. He's one of my best friends off the field, and he's been working really hard for a number of years now to get that job, and now he's got it, and I'm really excited to see what he does, because he's a really talented kid, and I'm so excited to get out there with him on game day.
Can you talk a little bit about your recruiting process and just your journey just to get to Purdue?
Yeah, absolutely. So I had a bit of a funny one. It's with ProKick Australia, the academy I trained with back home. A lot of times coaches will fly out to see guys they want to recruit. I was training in the midst of COVID, so 2020 is when I started up with ProKick, and all we could do at that point was FaceTime and videos and a lot of film, and we'd have training days at ProKick that were strictly film days. We'll get filmed today. And you never really know where you're going to end up. I had no idea I was coming to Purdue till I was coming here. I just put out the film, and you hear things like, oh, this coach, totally unknown to you, wants to see this. Okay, well, I can do that. I'll do this. And you put it on film, and you send it out into the Twitter sphere or wherever it goes. X, sorry, I didn't want. And then all of a sudden you're on FaceTime with the coach talking about potentially getting you over to wherever you're going to go, and sure enough, ended here. And I'm so thankful to be here now. I feel like the direction we're going is just, the sky's the limit for us, and I feel like we've built something really special here, so get ready to keep that going.
How is it different? I mean, people here fly out and visit campuses and things like that, and your situation, you're kind of going into it blind a little bit with these schools.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I knew of Purdue and didn't know where it was. I sure knew where I was when it was December and we got 10 inches of snow, so that was new for me. Wish I'd have known that, but it wouldn't have changed my decision. But yeah, it's definitely just a weird situation. But as ProKick's getting bigger and the college recruiting process getting more international, now we've got Jeffrey and Bar on the team from France, and we're really just branching out as football as a whole. I think getting football global is huge, and that's we're only going to see an uptick in that. It's going to be fantastic. But yeah, we don't have that opportunity just to visit places, see if you like it or not. It's all about the football, and if you want to punt, get over here and punt somewhere. Doesn't matter where it was for me, if it was a JUCO or D1, Big Ten, I'm going. So.
How much you bench? You benched 315?
Last time we maxed out, I was at 355-ish, but I can only imagine that's going up with Coach Rowan. He's it's kind of a love-hate relationship with Coach Rowe. He pushes you to your absolute limits, but that's why you're here, I guess. You want to get better and stronger, and he is sure putting us through our paces, especially this summer. There's some, I sweat more than I'd care to admit, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. That's the perfect way to put it, I'd say.
Still waiting to deliver a big hit on somebody?
Well, you as a punter, you kind of pray for the moment you get the chance to do it, but then you've not really done your job, I guess. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, you're raring to go, and I think the drills out here are enough. I think I'll be ready for it, but I'm not waiting for it to happen by any means.